What's going on, YouTubers? For ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Reviews, where it tends to giving you results for both AEW Dark from April 13th, 2021, and AEW Dynamite from April 14th, 2021, at the same place, same city, same venue. The venue for Daily's Place, the city of Jacksonville, Florida, with different commentators. If you want to just include one commentator being the same for both shows, but I digress. But let's get right into the show here. Obviously, starting off with from not December, from April 14th. I'm sorry, 13th. See, now I'm already botching. 2021 for AEW Dark. Not going to go long with this, folks. But you have Taz and Excalibur on commentary. So I'm gonna just go jump right into it. SCU, Christopher Daniels and Scorpio. No, I'm sorry, not Scorpio Sky. See, I already messed up, folks. Frankie Kazarian meant to say. Defeating Jay, Linon and Maidens Black. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the names right, I know that, but basically the circus clown acts freaks, that did, and it is some stuff here too where it tends to acting like they're performing a circus act in this match. So the match I thought was just solid. SCU isn't winning, so once again SCU's are winning matches where it tends to keeping the streak going. And we're back to the rankings now for again a tag team title shot here in the future. I'm assuming that it's gonna lead to it at Double or Nothing. Other than that, and that's another thing too, especially with the Young Bucks now being the heels and SCU are still baby faces. Is that the idea we're going with here? Are we going with SCU versus the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing, or are they going with a different direction? Which I'll get to more of that when we start getting to some other reviews for pertains to AEW Dynamite or what's going on with that one. So, but anyways, enough wasting time. So yeah, SCU won. Masadel defeated Dr. Luther. Dark Orders 5 and 10 defeated Kids Stalix. I'm assuming that's how he says his last name. And Hayden Backlund. Coco Band defeating Jake Manning. Red Velvet and Big Swole with Calvin King at ringside, defeating Amber Noah and someone by the name of Queen Nada. I don't know who she is really. I noticed her in the crowd where it tends to Dark Elevations, and then where it tends to this show itself as well. I don't know much about her, but based on her outfit is more like she's doing the whole Labor Day outfit, with the flag and all that, that she's pertains to her nationality. I'm not complaining though either way. She looks fine, and she looks and she's pretty too. Now as far as of her ring, I didn't see much of it, because it was a tag team match and all that. But I thought she did alright. I want to see more of her though. Hopefully we do get to see more of her. Amber Noah, she's always been good. But either way, at the end of the day, yeah, Red Velvet and Big Swole won the match. This was building up for Red Velvet to have a match against Jade Cargill, which we'll get to when we get to it. Once we get to the Dynamite portion of it. Aaron Solo with QT Marshall and Nick Camarado defeating Fuego del Sol. The Gun Club, which will feature Austin, Colton, and Billy Gunn, defeating Andrew Palace, Stone Rockwell. I'll get to him momentarily. And Mike Magnum in the 6-man tag team match. Stone Rockwell, the same Stone Rockwell that we've seen on Impact Wrestling before in the past. The one who says, "Does somebody say adventure?" And he's on AEW. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, at least he was on Dark. Hopefully we won't see him on Dynamite. Hopefully in the future. But same time, then I was not happy seeing this guy, Stone Rockwell, who's supposed to be a dollar store, jacked up, Indiana Jones with this terrible gimmick of his. Adventure? Stupid. Conor King defeats Mandy Rankowski. Let me say this about Mandy Rankowski. I was wrong about her. Where it tends to if you can't teach trash, well she's learning a lot. Where it tends to Donna Rosa train her, and she's proving me wrong here. And on top of that, she did the the face buster, and she did for once she did pretty good with it. I'm like, okay, she did better this time. So yeah, she's improving, and I think she's part of the AEW roster. Especially where it tends to her being one of the graphics shown on Dark Elevations as well. So but hey, she is good. She's improving. With the roster training her, she's improving. So that's all that I will say. Matt Hardy being coming by the rest of the Hardy family office defeated Ken Broadway. Ken Broadway he did some move where he tends to making money rain, and I said to myself, what the hell was that about? But whatever. But Matt Hardy won. It was basically built up his match, his momentum, excuse me, where it tends to go up against Darby Allin for the TNT title, which we'll get to when we get to the Dynamite portion of it. Dark Order's Evil Uno and Stu Grayson defeated Barry Morales and Spencer Slade. Dr. Britt Baker DMD with Reba, not Rebel, defeated Shauna Reed. Don't know much about Shauna Reed, but based on how her outfit was, she looked like she was like a Catholic schoolgirl. So, not complaining though. I thought she looked like nice. But I want to see more of her though. Team Taz, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks defeated Carly Bravo and Dean Alexander. And there's still been intentions with Team Taz, by the way. Which seems to Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. And Taz is complaining on commentary, by the way. And also you had Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook at ringside during that match too. Nyla Rose being accompanied by Vicky Guerrero defeating Layla Gray. The Varsity Blondes, Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. defeated Prince Kai and Will Allday. That's how his name is written. So, but the Varsity Blondes won. In case I didn't mention that part. That's in case if I didn't mention it. Lance Archer with Jake Roberts at ringside, or should I say Jake Roberts on commentary, defeated Cole Carter, excuse me. Jake Roberts was on commentary and all that, so yeah. And finally the main event. Alex Reynolds being accompanied by Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, and Negative One. And I forgot to mention too, by the way, Negative One was at ringside too earlier for the rest of the Dark Order's matches as well. And meanwhile, Johnny Hange was on commentary. But Alex Reynolds defeated Ryan Nemeth, who's being covered by JD Drake. And I think Cesar Bruno was out there too. I don't recall either way, but I don't care. And there you go, folks. That was your main event for AEW Dark from April 13th, 2021. Talking about wrestling were 16 matches, and my overall rating for the show, I'm gonna go with 7 out of 10. I thought it was a decent show for what it was, so not much to say about it. And now, folks, let's move on to what happened on AEW Dynamite from April 14th, 2021. So let's get to AEW Dynamite from once again April 14th, 2021. The show opened up with what happened where it tends to the shocking conclusion of the Young Bucks portraying John Moxley, where Matt Jackson said that they did it because they chose friendship. So, and they did, and also Matt Jackson also said, John Moxley, thank you for pushing us over the edge. Where it tends to no longer being about a club or whatever, that we're a family, and that loves and hugs, where it tends to no hand gestures, no that, and yeah, and also where it tends to Don Callis as well, and basically saying that someone is right about them, and they were right. and again talking about Don Callis. And then retains to, you know, how the Young Bucks need to look a newer, better version of themselves instead of being the old Young Bucks. Retains to with the old style and everything. And there you go. And yeah, there you go. We get to Armor Tyson to attempt to introduce Dynamite. All of a sudden MJF interrupts, and basically MJF wants to talk to to Mike Tyson about to choose the right side, and basically offer him a blank check that could be with his name written on it, with I don't know how much money he's trying to bribe him for. But Mike Tyson basically grabbed it, but in a way he kind of botched it, and then he ends up grabbing it, and then also he starts ripping it up into pieces, puts it in his mouth, and it spits out, and spits into the MJF and all that. And MJF was disgusted of that, and yeah. And recently, MJF was trying to bribe Mike Tyson because Jericho and Dax Harwood had the match later on, which Mike Tyson was the enforcer, which that's what led to it. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Because we get to the opening match here for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. It was the Young Bucks with a new look. They were wearing a white vest, a white leather vest, I should say, with fur, and they have in a way that it was like a white silver in a way. No tassels whatsoever. This is new and improved Young Bucks, and they were wearing the headbands that look like what pertains to the type of decoration they had there. When Matt Jackson basically it clearly looked like a lamp. When Nick Jackson had his in a different way. But yeah, this is the new and improved Young Bucks and all that, and I guess we're supposed to see a little more of that. Pertains to different colors instead of just being all white. So. But they went up against Death Triangle's Pac-Man, Ray Phoenix, and Don Callis was on commentary for this one. So yeah, the Young Bucks are now back, and this time they're full blown heels. So, and the match itself between the Young Bucks versus Pac-Man and Ray Phoenix was a pretty damn good opener, a very good tag team match. This was right up there with the Young Bucks versus Omega and Page from last year's Revolution pay-per-view. Oh man, it was just incredible. Obviously, in the end, Young Bucks won. Now, how did they win? They won because they pulled off the mask off of Ray Phoenix, and then they went for the super kick party, the finishing tag team move. And Ray Phoenix covered fish and all, and got covered, and nothing he couldn't do. Pac couldn't save him. He can't kick out because if he kicks out, he's going to reveal his face, which is it's one of those cultures, one of those lucha libre cultures where, you have to wear a mask, to hide your identity. Your lucha mask is your identity at the end of the day. So yeah, that was that. The Young Bucks are retained, which I expected. And you also had the tag teams of the Butcher and the Blade. They were there. SCU were there. Our best friends were there as well. I can't remember who else was there too, but they were there to watch the match. Now they were all at a higher section though to watch the match. So, but yeah, it makes me wonder who's gonna be up next now. Now, in a way, it should make sense of who should be coming up next to face the Young Bucks for the tag titles. SCU, because they've been winning a lot of tag team matches on Dark, Dynamite, Elevation. The least you can do is to give SU the titles match, that they roughly deserve. When they're gonna have that, I don't know. And when in regards to Double or Nothing, who's gonna be the ones to face the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing if they're gonna do their match early between SCU versus the Young Bucks? I don't know. We'll wait and see, But in a way, I do have a hunch. But I'll say that for the next, Dark and Dynamite results for the next review of All Elite Wrestling. So, but yeah, but match itself was good. a pretty good match. The Hangman Adam Page was with Dark Order, being interviewed by Alex Marvez. Alex Marvez asked Adam Page about King Omega and the Young Bucks with this whole situation. And basically, he dodged the question by saying, giving an update about John Cena's injury before leaving the scene. It was whatever, though. Alex Marvez had a lot more interviews on that night. He interviews Inner Circle along with Mike Tyson backstage. Circle says the beatdown that the Pinnacle had done from a few weeks ago, changed their ways in a way. And Mike Tyson was one of the guys that Jericho called to apologize to, and to put it all behind him and all that and everything. And Mike Tyson did agree to that in a way, and then told Jericho, listen, he's gonna be fair when it comes to Chris Jericho versus Jax Harwood. If any shenanigans happen from both sides, he's gonna stop both sides of it, and he's calling it down the middle, and he's being a man to tell him that face to face. So it was good. It was good. And now we get to the match that I've been waiting for: Red Velvet versus Jade Cargill. A match that's been built up for quite a while. And it's unfortunate this match hasn't been built. It's not going to be built up a lot more longer, because I was expecting this match to be built up all the way up to Double or Nothing. The fact that they're not doing that, it's disappointing. And the fact that they're just throwing this feud away on Dynamite, and the way they did it, it's not doing any justice at all. For us fans, that were into this feud between Red Velvet and Jade Cargill, where originally it was supposed to be Brandy Rose, but let's be honest, does anyone really want to see Brandy Rose against Jade Cargill? All we can say is, blessing in disguise, thank God she got pregnant. So, and on top of that, with Jade Cargill coming to the scene, obviously what they were trying to do, they tried. This is all just to get Brandy Rose over. I don't know if the idea was for Brandy Rose to go over on Jade Cargill, but it's a way to try to get Brandy Rose over as a star coming out of this, even though the real star coming out of this is Jade Cargill. But anyways, the match happens between the two. Match I've been looking forward to, which could have been better on a pay-per-view. It could have been a better build for that instead on free TV. And the match happens. Red Velvet, has some good offense, and she showed a lot of enthusiasm. She showed a lot of heart, a lot of soul. She showed a lot of passion. She showed everything. But still, there was no match against Jade Cargill because she's bigger, faster, and stronger than Red Velvet. And at the end of the day, it was Jade Cargill winning with the Jaded. Now it's not called the Jade Slam, like we're changing Beth Phoenix calling the Glam Slam because she's the Glamazon. It's called the when Jade Cargill hitting that move, it's the Jaded. And that was it. That was the end of that feud. Now how the match was? I thought the match was good. Excuse me. Yeah, the match was good, which is why they should save it for Double or Nothing. Maybe if they were save it for Double or Nothing, the match we got here would not have been shorter. Maybe it would have been more longer, and it would have been more meaningful. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, that's in that feud, unfortunately. Will they go back to this feud again? I don't know. I just don't know. Tony Schiavone, he interviews Dr. Britt Baker DMD with Rebel, not Reba, backstage, where she reveals the ranking system. She's number 3, Britt Baker is. Meanwhile, since Red Velvet lost, she goes down. So, and Ty Conti, she's number 1, obviously. And I can't remember who's number 2. I think it was Nyla Rose, maybe? I don't know. Maybe she was. Or I think it was Red Velvet, actually. Yeah, I think it was Red Velvet until she lost. So, I can't remember now, but I digress. But anyways, that was the ranking of it. So, yeah, it was whatever. Alright, then we get to Anthony Ogogo. He's being accompanied by QT Marshall and The Factory, which, it it's Nick Camarado and Aaron Solo. QT Marshall was wearing a bowling shirt. Reminds me of Charlie Sheen, as Charlie Harper in 2.5 Men. But Anthony Ogogo ends up having his debut match against Cole Carter. And Anthony Ogogo, this is what happened. He gets him in the corner, and then after the whole collar tie up, and then all of a sudden he starts blasting him. He blasts him, to say, with one sucker punch to the gut. Well, body punch, I should say, to the gut. Referee Paul Turner rings the bell. What? But he punched him in the gut. Big deal. It's not like Cole Carter was coughing out blood, or having trouble breathing, or the blow was that devastating, like from Dragon Ball Z. It was a devastating blow that he hit his gut, and then also he passed out. And it's not like he was torn up either. He was just selling it like anyone else will sell a punch into the gut. And the referee just called for the bell, though. So you mean you told me we look forward to see someone like an Anthony Ogogo to wrestle, to see what he brings to the table in All Elite Wrestling. And all we saw of him was a collarbone tie up and a punch to the gut. And they were even trying to sell us the fact that his punches are devastating. No video packages of it, nothing of it whatsoever. They failed to let us know, to even tell us why his punches are a deadly weapon. I mean, yes, we know he's an Olympic boxer, but that's so what? Anyone could be an Olympic boxer. That was ridiculous. It's more ridiculous than Jake Paul winning that fixed fight. Ridiculous. Maybe they should try to hide his weakness, because maybe he hasn't got that full training. Maybe because he just started training. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. And if that's the case, then why call him up? Why you? Whatever. Maybe just move on. It is what it is, I guess. Dax Harwood with Cash Wheeler at ringside versus Chris Jericho with Sammy Guevara at ringside, with Iron Mike Tyson as the ring enforcer. RB Edwards was the referee. Tully Blanchard was out there, but then RB Edwards told him to leave because it's only one you can stay. Either it's going to be Cash Wheeler or it's going to be Tully Blanchard. So Tully Blanchard left, and the rest of the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle were banned from ringside. So we thought. But the match began, and Jericho and Harwood were having a decent match. At one point, there was they were trying to use weapons on one another. That Dax Harwood trying to do with Jericho. Tyson stops him, and then Jericho tried to do the same thing with Dax Harwood. Tyson stops him, and then when Tyson was getting distracted, all of a sudden Dax Harwood and Jericho were doing changing tactics in a way from the timekeeper's area. With a table or a belt, something that was news. There was about breaking the rules in the way. And also we get Tully Blanchard coming out, and then we get the other Pinnacle coming out, and then around the blue, the Inner Circle. It's like they knew they were coming out, so like it was like right on time, and they'll start fighting on stage, and Cash Wheeler trying to get involved, and Mike Tyson sees this, and Mike Tyson goes charging at him, and Cash Wheeler was trying to back off, and then he gets a right hand for his trouble, but it wasn't really a right hand. It was more like this. I don't know. Because I remember seeing the replay of it, and I see himself. He didn't even punch him. And it's whatever. In the end, it was Jericho getting the win over on Dax Harwood. So, and after the match, Jericho says to Mike Tyson, basically makes an announcement that Mike Tyson is part of the Inner Circle by association. So yeah, there you go. That was it. See that, like I said, the match was decent, and then we get the the brawl that happened before from the tail end of the match. Video package of Thunder Rosa, talking about how she wants the AEW Women's Championship, and she wants back the NWA Women's Championship because she wants to take over the world, like Pinky and the Brain. Anyways, but yeah, it was good though. It was good, a good package there. The return of, the in-ring return of Chris Stanlander, the Galaxy Greatest Alien, being coming by Best Friends by way, and Orange Cassidy go up against Ember Nova. Yes, Ember Nova making her debut in the AEW on Dynamite. And yeah, so basically it was a showcase for the return of Chris Stanlander, obviously. Ember had a little offense, but that was much as she got, because at the end of the day, it was all about Chris Stanlander returning, and she got the win, obviously. So, but Ember Nova, she still looks good. She still looks great. She's still, in great shape and all that. So, and I'm glad that AEW gave her opportunity to come to AEW, because I noticed her in the crowd over Tins to Dark, Elevation, and on Dynamite. So glad that she's there. So AEW will be crazy if they don't sign her, because she could bring a whole lot to the table of what she can do. So better than Eva Lee's, I'll say that. Anyways, Dash Gonzalez, she interviews Team Taz, where Taz to Christian Cage about not answering the proposal that Taz laid out for Christian Cage, and Ricky Starks were getting frustrated, and then Taz tells him to calm down. I want you to stay back here and all that. And Brian Cage said, "Yeah, I agree. You need to stay back here." And then Taz like, "Brian Cage, I'm sorry, but you have to stay back here too. You guys need to chill and stop getting all fired up and everything." So we get to Christian Cage being interviewed by Tony Schiavone. Christian says that he's here in the AEW to work, to outwork everyone. Also on Team Taz, Taz comes out with Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs, basically saying to Christian Cage, "I'm a patient man, but I can't be patient that much anymore. So what's it gonna be? What's the deal? Yes or no? Are you in or are you out?" And then Christian said to him that Team Taz is a dumpster fire. That he didn't come to AEW to help fix his problems. He came to win championships. So his answer is no. So then Taz was like, you made a big mistake and blah blah blah. And basically they was throwing each other shades at each other. Where Taz is like, "You've been carried by a tag team partner for years," basically talking about Edge. And Christian says, "Well, at least I didn't make any bingo home monies." it was a funny exchange between the two. But Christian had the better exchange, by the way. Bingo home money. And then also in Powerhouse Hobbs gets in the ring and beats up on Christian Cage, but Christian Cage basically, no, actually he tried to, but Christian Cage got to him. And then Hook distracted Christian Cage, only for Powerhouse Hobbs to blind Christian. Basically blinded Christian, meant to say, because Christian Cage got blinded by the Hobbs. Ooh, I'm blinded by the Hobbs. Just saying. But Powerhouse Hobbs kept being about Christian Cage, which ends up being uncomfortable in the way. And by the way, Christian Cage was in his ring gear. And I said to myself, why was he in his ring gear if he was just out there just to be interviewed? It made no sense. Unless it was going to be like a impromptu match here. But that didn't end up happening either. It was like, what was the point of all this? I don't know. Oh, actually, there was a point of all this. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Christian Cage on next edition on Dynamite. That's what it was the point of it, of why I did this. But same time, didn't make it any better. But whatever. Main event time. TNT Championship title match. Darby Allin defends against Big Money Matt Hardy in a false count anywhere match. Matt Hardy has a steel chair and Simon on the edge of the chair to Darby Allin's spine, and Darby Allin one point attempted a coffin drop earlier on. So the match was ends up being pretty good. Since what they're doing. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky were up on the higher deck watching it on, like they done before, on Dynamite. So yeah, all this going on between Matt Hardy and Darby Allin, and then the shenanigans happens. Hardy family office, they came out, and also Dark Order came out as well, and Sting came out, and basically Sting buried Private Party with a baseball bat, and and also with everything he did to him as well, the Stinger Splash, the whole clothesline. One point they went to commercial break. They came back from commercial break. Also, Dark Order was fighting on guys like Butcher and Blade out of the arena, whatever. While Sting was continuing to bury the Private Party, and then Lance Archer came out, and Lance Archer took out one of the Private Party, which was Isaiah Cassidy, and then left. Basically, that was basically it. That with Lance Archer, and Sting motioned Darby Allin as he tossed him the baseball bat, and then Darby Allin misses the baseball bat to Matt Hardy, but failed attempt because Matt Hardy gives him a low blow. And Matt Hardy prompted the steel chair around the head of Darby Allin, gives him a twist of fate on the ramp, goes for the cover, but only gets a 2. Wow, what way to bury Matt Hardy's finishing move there. That was ridiculous. I'm sorry, that was ridiculous. And then they start fighting backstage, where we see Tony Khan and BJ Whitmer. BJ Whitmer, for those who may not know who he is, he used to be in Ring of Honor. He used to run a faction called The Decade, which you had Jimmy Jacobs, and also you also had Steve Corino's son. I forgot his name already. Kobe Corino, I think it was. But anyways, and they had Alan Page at one point was part of that faction too. By the way. Yes, one point Alan Page was part of the of that faction, and Kelly Klein as well. And yeah, but yeah, I was basically trying to say there. BJ Whitmer was there, so it was the first time me seeing BJ Whitmer on TV, for a long time. So good to see him. Good to see him. And yeah, he does behind the scenes as well. So. But yeah, but Darby Allin and Matt Hardy, I haven't had all that. Darby Allin was put through a table by Matt Hardy with a leg drop off of a ladder that was randomly there or whatever. I don't know. And Darby Allin still kicks out. Twist of fate, steel chair around the head on the ramp, kicks out. Through a table with off a ladder, with that leg drop, kicks out. Ridiculous. You know what would have been better? Well, actually, I don't know how else to make this better. It's how the hell did Darby Allin kick out of that? Yeah, I wonder how he kicked out of that. It's bad enough he kicked out of a finishing move. In the way that was done, but my God. In the end, Matt Hardy tries to go for a palm bomb, but Darby Allin escapes from it, gives him a low blow, paying back from what he did earlier, gets the baseball bat, hits Matt Hardy with it, and then goes for the coffin drop to Matt Hardy, crashing down on him, and pins him. 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Right, I think it was from a scout, from the scout of the lightning rig. Is where how the impact of it happened. But yeah, in the end, Darby Allin ends up retaining. Now, I expected Darby Allin to retain either way to still be the TNT champion because of some other things they'll be doing with Darby Allin moving forward for the program of the program. But at the same time, what was the point of that spot if the least you could have done is have Darby Allin counter the move, the faith chair wrapped around the head on the step on the stage, to say. I would not have Darby Allin take that move, especially that's my hardest finishing move, Twist of Fate. Now I could and then on top of that, after that happened, the whole leg drop off the ladder to a table. Now I could understand he could have kicked out that one if the finishing move never happened didn't happen first. Again, ridiculous. Whoever booked that, shame on you. I don't know. But there you go, folks. That was it for AEW Dynamite from April 14th, 2021. And I'm going to say about that. I guess tomorrow some more 5 matches. Yeah, 5 matches. And my overall showing for the show. Oh, I'm sorry, not 5, 6 matches. Because how could we forget about that squash match? That quick squash match of Anthony on Gogo with that one body shot to the gut. So yes, it was 6 matches that happened. But my overall showing for the show, though, despite that whole thing and all that, but despite all that, I'm gonna go with. I'll go 8.5 out of 10. Before I end this show, this review, I should say, AEW was not in competition with NXT because NXT moved away from Wednesdays to go to Tuesdays. Thank God. So this is a matter of can AEW manage to do 1 million views, and they did. Of what I heard, it was about 1.200 something million. Wow. What do you know? I guess counter production, or whatever that is called in a way, was the problem in the first place when obviously when AEW first debuted, then they had that problem before. But moving forward afterwards, when it pertains more counter productions, especially what happened last year was ridiculous. With the counter productions that NXT was doing, just because they wanted to avoid AEW to get good ratings. But hey, good for AEW for doing that. Let's see if they could keep this momentum. And this was a taped show too, by the way. It wasn't even a live show. A taped show ended up getting that million views. So, but let's see if they could keep it up. I hope they do. And also NXT gets a good praise too, because NXT, now they didn't crack 1 million though. There was about over 800,000 of views. That's still a good number. Better than what they were doing before. Or it tends to be on Tuesdays now. So yeah, they're doing good too. We're tends to get those ratings as well. I really hope they do get to 1 million. So I'm talking about NXT obviously. So we'll see. We shall see. And there you go, folks. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching. No plus or no sign outs or any more of what I gotta say to call it. It's just for you to let you all know that isn't that your born driller saying peace on the streets. As I say, Abdu. Take care.